Jason Rzucidlo reporting at the Detroit Institute of Arts for the new Ancient Middle East Gallery. And I'm being joined by
Heather Ecker, Curator of Islamic Art and Head of the Department of the Arts of Asia and the Islamic World.
So first, let's start out by giving me some highlights of this new gallery.
Well, what we've done actually is we've taken a space that's been closed for 3 years, and in fact for the last 30 years has been used for a variety of purposes, including offices and storage space. And we've made a huge, open, inviting new gallery space to exhibit our ancient Near East collection. So what we've done now is basically a preliminary installation of some of our major pieces. First of all, so that the public can enjoy them, and second of all, to give us an opportunity to raise the funds to do a more complete installation.
And what would you say are some of the most significant or unique pieces within this gallery?
Right, so along one wall we have reliefs from Iraq, from ancient Iraq, from different periods. For example, from the Neo-Babylonian period, we have one of the few panels, glazed brick panels from the Ishtar Gate, which was the main gate of Babylon. And represented on that panel is a dragon, kind of a dragon, but it actually is sort of griffin, in that it's an animal, an imaginary animal composed of different parts, meant to be a sort of fearsome companion to the god Marduk, who was the patron god of Babylon.
I understand this is part of the DIA's new method of organizing the art.
Actually, this installation, I would say, follows a sort of modernist approach. It's not heavily interpreted, only because, as I mentioned, this is a preliminary installation and we really haven't put in the kind of teamwork that we usually do to do a full interpretation of our collection. So I would say it's more of a statement of the art standing on its own for the moment.
Now, how many art pieces would you say are here right now? And how many do you hope to have in, let's say, a year or two?
There are about 15 pieces out now. Some of them are large stone or, as I mentioned, glazed brick reliefs. We have metalwork, silver, bronze, coins, glass, various kinds of stone carving. But it's really just a selection of masterworks. The collection in itself is more extensive. We have plenty of bronzes, metalwork, textiles, jewelry, many other kinds of things, really.
Now, will these pieces be changed out in it's so many months, or will it be permanently how it is?
As I mentioned, it's not a permanent installation. It's just the first step. But it really it depends on how long it takes us to raise the funds to hire a curator and attend to the many other expenses involved with opening a new gallery.
Now, when folks come into the main entrance of the DIA, how do they get to this collection?
If they come through the Farnsworth door, they simply walk down the passageway, which we call the spine, and just opposite the cafeteria is this very large space, which is kind of hard to miss.
Now, this gallery is permanent, so it is included with the general admission, correct?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. General admission.
Anything else you'd like to tell us here today?
Well, if you want to go through the gallery and look at individual pieces, we can do that.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay.
Copyright 2010, AmericaJR.com, Detroit, Michigan, USA.